Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I apply my false lashes and all the tips, tricks, and recommendations along the way. Honestly, it's just a trial and error and takes practice, but hopefully I can show and explain it to you guys in an easy way, and it helps you with your application process. So let's get started. So step one is going to be to apply my mascara. I already applied it to one of my eyes here, so you can see the difference that just mascara makes on its own. Damn! Helpful tip when applying mascara and your falsies is having a little mirror directly in front of you, but also tilted back. So you can see how this is kind of tilted like it's looking upward at you. So keeping your face forward and your eyes down gives you all this lid space to work with, and also helps you to see your lashes better. I just kind of like comb, brush through, and do like a little, I don't know what you want to call this, at the end to really get the ends of each lash. Like so. I also don't know if you noticed, but I use the entire brush on a mascara wand. So I use like the wand regular that lines up with your lashes, and then I also use the end of it. So I tilt it to really get like the corners and the tips of the lashes, kind of like pushing upward. Oh, I love this mascara. Like, look at the difference just between with and without mascara. And this is like I guess 1.5 coats, because I had already done one off camera and then just kind of quickly just showed you a little bit of a tip and trick action there. So yeah, like 1.5 coats. So same thing, I'm just going to quickly add mascara to the other eye. At this point, it's up to you if you also want to put mascara on the bottom lashes. That's personal preference. I'm gonna quickly just put a little bit on the bottom. And I find when I'm applying mascara on the bottom, I typically use a tip of the wand, and I use a very light hand, more of like a dabbing, pressing motion. And then kind of just back and forth on the ends. All right, so now we have our mascara on, we can move on to the actual lash application. So I'm just gonna open these up. These are the Demi Wispies, but the same rules and application technique will apply to any style, any brand lashes. So I'm just gonna take my finger and kind of lightly press and kind of roll to get the lash off. Just very gentle. And rolling from the strip part itself helps to keep the lash together. If you're too aggressive with it, you can actually rip the lash. So just a very gentle, like light rolling motion or pressing down. And then you can pinch it and it should just come right off. So now I'm gonna go ahead with my lash tweezers. You can use regular tweezers if you want, but I really do love the lash applicator tweezers because they are shaped in a little arch to help better form to the eye. You can also just use your fingers too, but I have little like nubby sausage fingers, so they kind of get in the way. This just helps me be more precise and really get close to the lash line. So you're first going to measure the lash because you're going to need to trim it, most likely. If it's a smaller or a demi lash, you might not need to, but typically regular size lashes you will need to. So I'm just gonna hold it with my tweezers, like so. I have not applied any glue on it yet, just the lash itself. I'm going to place it on the lash line above the lashes and measure. So just to get an idea, and then you can just pull it right back off. So depending on how much you feel you need to cut off to fit, you can take a little pair of scissors, like these little guys. And then from the outer corner, you can snip off the extra. So taking the lash that's prepared and trimmed, I'm going to apply my glue. So you can use the regular duo glue like in a tube that squirts out, but I recommend using one that has a brush on it. It just has this little brush applicator. I find it works really well. It's very precise, much easier to work with, especially if you are newer or have trouble applying lashes. And I'm just going to hold my lash with the tweezers and paint the glue on to the strip. Just using a nice thin layer, corner to corner. Make sure you really have the glue on the band there. And you will notice it applies white at first, but it will dry clear. So you may need to reposition your tweezers or however you're holding it. And then I just kind of let it air dry for like 10 seconds maybe. I just made that number up. Just give it a few little in the air. I mean, if it's your own lash on your own eyeball, you can also blow on it. It's not really sanitary to do someone else, but this is my eyeball we're working with. So once it's air dried for, I don't know, a couple seconds, you want it to be tacky, not wet when it's applied. You're going to bop that little guy right on there. Same technique, tilted mirror, head a little bit back, eyeballs down, looking at yourself, looking at your lash line. You're gonna place this right over top your real lashes. So I typically get the outer corner on there first, Then taking the inner corner of my tweezers, I press down the inner corner of the lashes. You can just place it right along the lash line and give it a nice pinch to really push the false lash band in with your real lashes. Like that. If you want, you can take a little spoolie guy like this and kind of just fluff them out to help blend with your natural lashes. But that's it, super easy, right? So same thing, pinch your lash with your tweezers, take your little glue and apply it right on the band. Then wave it around in the air like you just don't care to get the glue to start drying a little bit so it's nice and tacky. Like you should notice the glue starts to get a little bit more transparent when it's starting to dry and get tacky. And then again, you're just going to press right to the lash line. Then you can brush them out if you want to, just to help blend. And you are good to go. You do also have the option to use a lash curler. Sometimes I do that to help blend the lashes, or like if one is kind of sticking downward and the other one's more upward, this will help to even that out. Using this type of applicator for your lashes really does help because it helps you just to manipulate the direction. It gives you more precision when applying. So either, both, it's up to you, whatever you're comfortable with. Oh, typically I apply false lashes last. So I'll have my eyeshadow, my eyeliner, my mascara all done prior. I just find it's easier for me that way. The false lashes are sort of like the icing on the cake. So do all of your regular eye stuff first and then just place those right on top, like the cherry on top. Another reason why I like this type of glue rather than the squeeze tube kind is because you can easily take this with you. You can throw it in your bag, especially for like a big event, or if you're someone that has allergies, or maybe it's like a ceremony of some sort and you're a crier, your lashes can start to lift. So having this just makes it super easy. Give it a little boop with a little bit of glue, or just reapply the whole lash if necessary, and you're good to go. If you feel any sort of like pinching, that means the lash is either not applied correctly, or you may need to cut a little bit more off the end and reapply. Also, if you're newer to lashes, they can feel a bit heavy, or you can feel like they're sitting and you see them up here. It's just because your eye's not used to them, so give them a moment, like a couple minutes, and you will go like blind to them because you'll just get used to them being there. If they are still causing an issue for you, like they still feel too heavy or they're just pressing downward, just give it a little curl, and that should help to really open up the lash. Removing false lashes is also super easy. All you're gonna do is take your makeup remover, apply over top with some warm water, either your hands or a washcloth, and gently do like a washing, pressing down movement, and they will easily start to lift and separate from the eyelid and upper lash line area. You also can just like pull at the outer or inner corner. Just be very gentle so you don't pull out your real lashes when you're doing that. You can reuse them as well. All you're gonna do is clean them with soap and water or makeup remover or even alcohol, pretty much whatever you have to sanitize on hand. You can also take a clean spoolie to like brush any makeup or mascara off of them when you're washing them. Let them dry. Store them in a case of some sort. I have a bunch of these that I put mine in to reuse. Especially like if you're away for the weekend or on vacation or something, you can get a bunch more uses out of your falsies by taking care of them. So I think that's everything for today's video. If you guys have any other questions or anything I didn't get to or missed, comment them down below. Don't forget to check out the description box for more information, direct links about everything I talked about, and discount codes. If you enjoy Quickie 101 how-to style videos like this, be sure to give this one a thumbs up. And if you have any other requests or recommendations for upcoming videos, be sure to also comment them down below so I know what type of content you guys are looking for. Make sure you're still subscribed to my channel and you have notifications turned on so you never miss a new video. Follow me on Instagram for more day-to-day updates. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.